Today we're going to be making Hyderabadi Dum Biryani. So let's start. First of all, we're going to be adding 1 kilo of ready fried onions, 4 kilos of Gosht lamb, 4 kilos of basmati rice, 1 kilo of yogurt, boiled eggs, how many you want. If you prefer them, then only throw them in. If you don't want eggs, then you don't have to throw eggs in. Potatoes, if you want to throw them in, then only throw them in. I'll fry them later on. Ginger garlic paste, made at home fresh. With fresh ginger garlic is best, so most likely it's better to use fresh ginger garlic. Coriander, chopped. Mint, fresh, chopped. Chilies, chopped. Chilies grinded in the machine. Papaya paste, frozen cubes, or you can use fresh if you want. Lime, 2 limes. So we've got crushed chilies, salt, cinnamon sticks, bay leaf, ELACHI, black pepper, cumin seeds. This is LUVUNG. Then we've got chili powder, coriander and cumin powder, garam masala, haldi powder, paprika powder, salt and dried plums. And we've got saffron as well. This is butter or ghee to add to the rice at the top just before we put to the dum. It depends how much you want to use. It's 125 grams per kilo. So in 4 kilos, you will need 500 grams. Fried onion oil. Ginger garlic. So each kilo, 1 tablespoon. Heat tablespoon. Then we're going to add salt. That's 4 teaspoons of salt. Then we're going to add chili powder. About 3 heat teaspoons we've just added. Add a spoon of paprika powder, 1.5 spoons to 2 spoons of haldi powder, 2 teaspoons of garam masala. Now DHANA JEERA powder we're going to throw about 6. Crushed chili if you like it spicy. These are green chilies. We eat spicy, so we're going to throw quite a bit in. So we're going to throw all of them in. Coriander. We leave some for later to garnish. Pudina, mint. We're going to leave some again for later for garnishing. These are dried plums. You don't have to throw these, but we like them, so we're going to be throwing these in. Lemon juice. So I've thrown 2 lemon juices in. That's all the lemon juice. The lime is lemon. I like lime, so I throw lime. I don't throw lemons. That's another thing. This is 1 kilo of yogurt. So each kilo has 250 grams of yogurt. So this is 1 kilo of yogurt. Now this is up to each person. So like I said, if you want to, then you can add the dry, like the black pepper, the cinnamon, bay leaves and stuff. If you want to add, then you can add it. But I like to add it, so I will be adding it. And this is cumin. So it depends just roughly how much you want to throw inside it. You throw that in. You can throw the dried big elachi. So I'll throw 2 of them in. A few of these. 1 or 2 bay leaves. 2 or 3 sticks of cinnamon. A few black peppers. A bit of LUVUNG. And that's it. And now we're going to be adding the fried onion oil, which was left over from the fried onions. We're going to throw that in. We're not going to waste that oil. Then you can mix all of that together. It's best to mix with your hands because you can get to everything. So now I've finished mixing all this together. I've mixed for about 2 minutes, so all the ingredients are combined really well together. Now at this point you can taste, and when you taste, if you think that you need salt, add more salt. If you think you need more spice or less spice, this should be perfect for everyone. But if you want more spice, then add a bit more chili inside it. But remember, you're going to be adding chilies just before you layer the biryani as well. So now all I'm going to do is going to let that sit and marinate for at least 2 hours. So, and then just after 2 hours, I'm going to add the papaya paste and put the rice on to boil. These are the boiled eggs. So they've already been boiled, so they just need to be peeled now. So I'm just going to peel them all off. And on the other side, I've got the oil on, and these are the potatoes. So once the oil is heated up, I'm going to put them into fry. Cover it with cling film and leave it for 2 hours, 3 hours. Some people leave it overnight as well. Just depends on how long you've got. I'm going to be cooking it today, so I'm going to leave it for maybe 2.5 hours and let that do. And after 2.5 hours, after 2.5 hours, I'll be adding the papaya, the fried onions, the chili, coriander, mint, and then putting it in a pot. And I'm going to be soaking the rice at that point. So on a medium to low high flame, you put the potatoes on for frying, and you fry them until they're nice and golden, so that they're cooked. So it took us 10 minutes to fry, nice and golden, like I said. And even the eggs, we've shelled them all, so they're done. And I've got 2 lots because we like a lot of potatoes, so I'm going to put 2 more potatoes in to fry again. All you do again, these are the boiled eggs. We've deshelled them and they're ready to put inside the biryani. And these are the fried potatoes. They took 10 minutes to fry, and these will be added to the rice once it's boiled on top of the biryani. Wash the rice. Get rid of all this white stuff on the rice, and then leave it to soak for half an hour to an hour. Basmati rice, so I'm going to let it soak for half an hour to an hour. Now we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 tablespoons of the papaya paste and the onions. We're going to add half of them, and we're going to mix this all in so that the papaya helps the meat tenderize. And we're going to do that, the papaya and the onions, and we're just going to let the meat tenderize in there, and then cover it up again and leave it for half an hour to 45 minutes. So this is a big pot, and I'm going to put the rice to boil now. This is cumin seeds, black pepper, clove, LUVUNG, bit cinnamon sticks, bay leaves, and we're going to add salt. So $12 teaspoons of salt to taste, salt is, and oil. We're going to let that boil and then we're going to add the rice to it. So the rice, it's been 1 hour now, and as you can see it's come over the water because it's increased in size, and we're going to take all the water out and then we're going to add it to the boiling water on the cooker. So now we're going to add the rice in the hot water, boiling water, and it's only going to take about 10 to 15 minutes to cook. Within 10-15 minutes they'll be cooked. We only want to cook the rice about half to a little bit more than half cook, because it's going to cook again when we put it inside the oven and when we steam the meat later on. And then once it's boiled, still milk and saffron. That's it, that's for the top. Two cups of water. Rice on top, all of it. All the boiled rice, and then we're going to add the onions on it and saffron water. And we're going to be covering it with foil. Let it cook for 25 minutes on the cooker, and then put it in the oven for another 1.5 hours to cook through on a slower heat. And this is the saffron water. we're going to add ghee to it, because you never add any to the meat. This will go down to the meat. If you want to add ghee and butter, you can add ghee and butter. If you want to add just ghee, just add ghee. And then with the spoon, we're going to make a few holes in it so that it steams. And we throw 2 cups of water when we put the meat in. So you've got a few holes in there now, so it'll cook through. So the meat warms up, and then after 25 minutes we're going to put it in the oven, and you put foil on or you put the flour on, whichever one you want to do. It's up to you what you want to do. After 1.5 hours, the biryani is cooked, and we're going to just check. Can you see all the steam? All the rice are loose. Eggs, potato, and there, the meat is cooked.